What's happening? 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 Nah, let me stop playing. I normally do that on my Facebook Live videos when I'm going live with drum covers. Shout out to my drum channel, Strategic Drumming. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. So, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Himkage YGO. This is actually my first YouTube video, but you can probably tell. Probably the blurry video quality, the glare on the cards, even maybe the talkback mic. Who knows? But today, I will be covering 2025 Pure Rescue Ace. You know what I'm talking about? I do have another variant. It's nothing too crazy. It actually was a hat spin, but I've been running it back here recently, and I've just been having fun and a little bit of success, man. I don't play any, top tier meta decks. Rogue at its finest, you know what I'm saying? But, like I tell my ops whenever I win, y'all put me in this position, man. Y'all are the reason why I won. So, what does that say? You know what I'm saying? A few shout outs. Shout out to the YouTubers. Very nice. YGO, I Grind Yu-Gi-Oh, and the Berry 91. And my brother, Different Gaming LLC. Shout out to my boy Dre Koga. Shout out to my wife, and also shout out to my brother Tobiasi, you know what I'm saying, for even, playing Rescue Ace and being successful at it to where here I am in 2025 playing the deck. So, let's get into it. So this stack right here will be the hand traps, the non-engine spells, potential board breakers. Yeah, first up. We have 3 copies of Fuwalos. I think everybody at this point knows what Fuwalos does. I believe that if you're not playing it, it's probably somewhere in your deck list. If it's not in your deck list, then you're probably playing something that doesn't need Fuwalos. But most people are playing it. It potentially put people on half boards, man. So, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with drawing cards. So usually you never really have to shuffle anything back unless that person really is sure about their deck winning. We got the 3 Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom stops the Fuwalos. You know what I'm saying? It stops the first one. If they have 2, then it is what it is. But I'd rather at least try to stop one. And then Ash Blossom also, you know what I'm saying, helps. In today's meta, you have like the Mitsurugi deck. Then you have like Draco Tail. And then you have, what else? Mitsurugi, Draco Tail. And then Yummy. It's sometime against like Yummy, but you know what I'm saying? Ash is standard at this point. It's not as great as it used to be. I wouldn't say it's mid, but it's, Ash is still Ash. I think everybody, if you're not playing it in the main deck, it's probably somewhere on your side. I also play the Ghost Spells. I feel like it's more so a meta call because of Mitsurugi and Draco Tail and Yummy. So, it comes up for me. I've been playing that too, but it doesn't come up for me to where I want to play that 3. So, yeah. Droll and Lockbird. I play 3 of this. Droll has been in the meta for years, man. Probably since its release. A lot of people don't like Droll, but I think, everybody's probably going to be playing Droll, especially now with Mitsurugi. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these decks, especially locals, regionals, man, they could be playing a deck where you don't know anything about anything, but, Droll is just shutting them down. So, Droll is good. It's definitely a good meta call for right now for me, and I'm going to keep playing it. Rescue Ace Inpos. This card right here is dangerous, people. Especially for my boys that play this deck exclusively. You know what I'm saying? They've been playing it since forever long. This card alone, man, could potentially, help deal with problematic boards. Especially like with cards that are like towers and stuff like that, because this card affects the player. And then you can also, if they chain to it, like a monster effect or whatever on field, you know what I'm saying, you can chain him and you can get yourself into a body. Even on either player's turn, you can get yourself into some of the cards that I'm going to mention in the main. So, Fire Pulse is good, man. I love this card. Shout out to Konami for, you know what I'm saying, letting it back at 3. Then we got the 3 Super Polys. You already see over here in my little stack over here, my Super Poly targets. Super Poly breaks boards, especially right now with like Yummy and Mitsurugi, even Draco Tail, all the big decks right now, even just those. We'll just talk about those because those are big meta relevant. Excuse me. These help And then, and let me say this: it doesn't mean that playing this card will guarantee you a win. It just helps like getting through certain things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that use this card just to like actually get somewhere where they actually have a deck that does something. Because there are certain people, you know what I'm saying, certain players in the world that just use Super Poly just to do one thing, and that's just like to soup up everything and then just sit there and then they can't win. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, oh, you Super Poly me, okay, but you know what I'm saying? You only got one or two targets. You know what I'm saying? Maybe three, but at max you got two. You know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop. You know what I mean? I got the one call by is call by, and it does what call by does. You know what I'm saying? Standard. I mean, why not play it? You know what I'm saying? Why not play it? Last but not least of the hand traps. This card right here, Dominance Impulse. Boys, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something about this card right here called Dominance Impulse, nigga. Out of all the cards I've ever played in Yu-Gi-Oh, I think that the Genzo alt art, where the arms are crossed like Wakanda Forever, was probably my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card of all time. Dominance Impulse is pushing for that top spot. This card, shout out to my boy Barbados One. This card alone has increased the ceiling of my deck, and I will continue to play any deck that allows me to play Dominance Impulse. So just keep that in mind, man. If he can play Dominance Impulse, Himkage YGO is gonna play it, bro. Straight up. If you're not playing this in your Rescue Ace list, maybe you could be playing the Fiend Smith build or something like that. But if you can play this card, if you can get this card is and will probably be for a long time one of the best hand traps out. So keep that in mind. That's the hand traps, boys. Going to the main deck or the main engine. We got the 3 airlifter, the starter man himself. You know what I'm saying? The Red Ranger. You know what I'm saying? The Orange Ranger. You know what I mean? Uh, Definitely play this at 3. There's no reason not to play it at any other number but 3. The card is crazy. It also has the secret effect that doesn't come up often to summon out a risk-based monster from hand. That could get you, you know, somewhere where your opponent's not expecting. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, this card could come up where you can get into your hydrant. You know what I'm saying? After like you get the search, they might chain like a monster effect to try to negate it, then you can chain, you know what I'm saying? Boom, like you know, like a Desiree or something. They try to chain the Desiree, you can chain this. You know what I'm saying? Get out another card. Maybe on resolution they'll probably negate the hydrant or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? At least this card resolves where you can get stuff going. You know what I'm saying? So and you want a fair trade with your opponent. You know what I'm saying? I think Riska is just one of those decks where you just want to trade fairly with your opponent. If they go chain link 1, you go chain link 2. They go chain link 3, you go chain link 4. You wanna you know what I'm saying, go tit for tat with this deck because you know it's all about resource management with this deck. And you don't want your opponent to like overload because like it's 2025, so a lot of these decks and designs, man, they just do a lot. So you know you got to be real understanding of the meta and just how cards work in order for a deck like this in its older state to be playing in such a different type of time. You know what I'm saying, to actually get yourself into a winning position. I play 3 Hydrant. Like I said, this is more so in a pure build. Shout out to my boy Cam from Picante, TCG in Greensboro, North Carolina, for getting me these. It's crazy because these are like $1 a piece, bro. Like, and they're gorgeous. And yeah, they're gorgeous. If you don't have minutes ready to get them, don't even worry about the collectors, bro. This is just better. This is just better. What is this? What is this? Starlight QCR? I don't even know. It's shiny, cuz. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like $1. Get it. You know what I'm saying? This gets you into your rescue bodies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play it at 3. You can play it at 2. You can probably play it at 1. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your preference is. But Himkage YGO, I'm playing this at 3. I played 2 Preventer. I was at one point playing 1. But there was just so many times where I needed that second one because like a hand with like Hydrant, Preventer, and like Rescue, it's like very, very good. Maybe depending on the attraction that this video might get will determine like if I do combos and stuff like that in 2025. But most of y'all already know, man. If somebody wants me to do a combo tutorial, I'll do that for you. But you know what I'm saying? Most everybody that play the deck knows what the deck do. 1 Fire Engine because you know what I'm saying, he's a staple. You know what I'm saying? This is like the better one. I don't play Fire Attacker. Never really felt like I needed Fire Attacker. I played it, but it just never really draw 2, discard 1. Cool. Hand to Kami, cool. Potential draw to a starter, cool. But the deck already plays enough bricks. So I'd rather play cards that, you know, can stop my opponent, but then I'm able to play. You just can't normal summon out Fire Attacker. You know what I'm saying? And like what he does in situation, he has to already be there. Shout out to cards like Fire Pulse or whatever that can get you there. But I mean, I just feel like if Konami was to get his deck more support, it definitely needs something like if they're going to make a fire attacker, like allow it to do more than just draw. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe float like how Fire Post does and how Airlifter does. Like maybe float and do something. But yeah. And then I played the one Turbulence. Everybody know we trying to set four. You know what I'm saying? That boy Optimus Prime himself. You know what I'm saying? Big WHOO out here. You heard? Spells. 3 emergency. There's no reason not to play this card at 3. No reason not to play this card at 3. I'm definitely going to keep playing 3 unless they hit it, but I doubt it. I play 1 alert, 1 rescue, 1 HQ. Never needed to play 2. Always play 1, always play 1. It's just I think that's just what you need. You know what I'm saying? Probably some lists will probably, go a little bit overboard. Might be playing like 2 HQ. That's cool, but you know what I'm saying? You don't want to I guess for consistency purposes, man, you want to keep this deck, you know what I'm saying, not too far above like 40, you know what I'm saying? But whatever your sweet spot is for the deck will determine what your ratios are. But like, you're already handicapping yourself by just drawing these cards alone. You know what I'm saying? So I just play 1. 1 contain and 1 extinguish. The imperm and the pop. You know what I'm saying? On resolution with hydrant, you know what I'm saying, they do a little bit more. If Hydra's on the field of resolution, you know what I'm saying, the effects of that monster that you destroy cannot activate, you know what I'm saying, period, for the rest of the turn. This is a warning point. If you know what a warning point does, basically when you activate it or chain it to a monster or whatever, they basically can't use it. It not only negates, but they also can't use that monster for any type of extra deck summon. And then the non-engine spells, but technically they are engine spells, but whatever. Rhoda, this is definitely a rescuer's card. This card will probably always stay at 1 for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this card is diabolical. This card went to like anything above 1, I'm going crazy. Oh my God, I'll probably get like the highest rating possible, and I don't even want to do that. But just saying. And then we got the Pot of Prosperity. It's at 1 staple, consistency purposes. So we play it. Let's get into this extra deck. You didn't talk about Super Poly Target number 1. That boy Big Mud. You know what I'm saying? Super Poly Target number 2, Garua. Now let me stop. Garua. You know what I'm saying? Just standard Super Poly targets. I don't play Starving Venom, as you can see. These just, they get me where I need to go. I do play the 1 Typhon. Listen, if you're not playing this card, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you got room in your extra deck to play Typhon, bro. Don't be like, well, it doesn't just stand in third. Like, okay, cool. Maybe you might be playing Pot of Prosperity. Play this card. I tell my homies all the time. They be talking about some, man, I got a couple flex spots in my extra deck. Play Typhon if you're not playing Typhon. This card will come up. If it's in there, this card could possibly win you games. It doesn't target shuffle back. It puts both players under the flood of like 3,000 or more attack and stuff like that. Yeah, when you summon it, that's your last summon or whatever. But this card, man, this card is just so good. I'ma always play Typhon if I can. So the Dark Links, we got the 1 Anima and the 1 Linkaribo. Wait, is this Linkaribo or Linkaribo? Excuse me. Linkaribo. Forgive me. Yeah. And then we have the SP Little Knight standard cards. I do not play All Mirage. I feel like Linkaribo is just a little bit better because it can float, and then it also helps you in battle. Linkaribo, All Mirage just never really came up for me. I get it, you know what I'm saying, but I'm kind of past that point of like keeping in my extra deck. Most of the cards in my extra deck, most if not all, I always use them. You know what I'm saying? In some form of way, whether it be Pot of Prosperity or actually just using them. I use every card that you see here. They're not in this deck just to be in this deck. I use them all. I played the 1 Nightmare Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the new Burning Blade, your face down protection and stuff like that, especially with Lightning Storm being back at 3 and Duster. And it's also like a pseudo princess. Because you contribute off like Airlifter to get out Fire Post. You contribute off Turbulence to get like Preventer. You contribute off Turbulence or any like even Preventer to get like Engine to get like Hydrant. You know what I'm saying? It gets you another body, especially when you're already dealing with something. And you already resolved it, but you just kind of trying to like increase the game state or like, probably potentially push. This card is good for that, but that utility protection is really, really good. I played the 1 Heater Charmer. I played the Prom Queen herself, Princess, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Princess, diabolical. And then I play the OTK package of Solomon Great Rage, and shout out to Solomon Great because that's also another deck that I play, which I'll probably be doing a deck profile on. And then shout out to Zelantis, the most the game stealer himself, especially like this paired up with this and this. You know what I'm saying? You bounce everything, return everything back however you want it, and then boom, you go Princess Pop, and you summon this, and then like you could potentially kill like right through that. So, and lastly, shout out to my Just token that I got from my brother Tobiasi, and that's pretty much the deck profile, man. Hopefully you like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe. Bet.